The Good Sports podcast and web series returns this week. I travel with Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman to Fighters Heaven in Schuylkill County. Muhammad Ali's former training camp hosted this year's Schuylkill County Football Coaches Association Media Day. Dave and I will have a full preview of all of our local teams in the Schuylkill Colonial League. Right now, I have a little preview of that preview for you. I asked some of the players about their lives off the field and got some pretty cool responses.
Lucas, tell me about you a little bit off the field. A lot of guys, some guys are telling me they're fishing, some guys are telling me they're golfing. Say, what are you doing besides football?
I'm a Boy Scout, and I do that on the side. I just got done working on the Eagle Scout project, so now I just got to submit the paperwork for that, and then it'll go from there, and they'll either accept it or deny it.
Nice.
And then right now I'm also talking to a recruiter for the Marines.
Oh.
I'm thinking about going to the Marines.
That's incredible. Very cool. What made you want to do that? I mean, to join the Marines?
Everyone in my family.
Was it, yeah, family?
Well, my dad's grandfather, he served in World War II, and then my pap, he went from the Army and the Navy, and my cousin, he was also in the Air Force. So they have some military background in my family, and I don't know. I think the Marines would be like a challenge because I like challenges.
That's interesting. And how about can you tell me what your Eagle Scout project is?
It was actually for the Shenandoah Little League field.
Okay.
I fixed up their dugout because it was started to rot on the one side.
Nice.
And eventually, once we took everything off, we found out that a piece of the wood, like all in the back where you couldn't see it, it was rotted out. So we fixed that up, and I built two 12-foot benches for the players.
That's amazing. So, I would be so happy if you were on my line. I'd be like, this guy, he knows how to build things, he knows how to fix things. Away from the football field, Warren, what are you doing? I mean, is it always football? Are you interested in other things? What away from football, what are you like? What are you doing?
I'm like always sleeping.
A lot of rest.
Like, I go fishing.
Yeah.
Gotta catch some fish, man.
Can you share where you go fishing, or do you have your spot that like?
You can't ask a man.
Is that a thing?
That's like asking a woman her weight, man.
So do you also go fishing, or no? You just know that in general.
I mean, I've went fishing with him when we were down at Myrtle Beach. I mean, I love fishing too, but in the off season, I do kickboxing, boxing down in Extreme Fitness at St. Clair.
Nice. What's your best fishing story? You can't share with me where you're going, but do you have a good hey, I caught this. You wouldn't believe I caught this in Tamaqua or somewhere.
About like not that far from here.
Yeah.
In a pond, caught like this. It was like almost a 30-pound catfish.
No kidding.
Yeah, no kidding.
How much work was that? I mean, did all that football lifting pay off bringing that thing in?
Oh my God, yeah. It was like the pole was just there, and then it almost went in the water.
Yeah.
The tip hit the ground, and I was on, hooked it. That fish was mine.
How proud are you of that? Now, you had a bunch of touchdowns last year. You more proud of the catfish or those touchdowns? Both equal.
Both.
How much bigger are you than sophomore year? Much bigger?
Yeah, sophomore year I was like 5'8", 150. Now I'm like 5'11", 200 pounds. So big jump.
Senior year for both of you, right?
Yep.
Do you know what you want to do? Like, you have college plans or something else? Do you know eventually, or is that so far in the future?
Not sure yet.
Okay. How about you guys?
I'm probably gonna go for sports science because I mean, I did all of this by myself. I didn't have any coaching. I did like all the research, dieting, everything to build my body the way it is right now. So, I mean, if I could do that, have a passion and just know a lot in that field, I feel like I could make a living off of that and be good there.
Dave and I also spoke with some local coaches, including North Schuylkill's Wally Hall. While he talked a lot about the 2022 Spartans, he also spent some time talking about one of his former players who's on the roster and may start this season at Penn State.
We were coming down here today, and Dave said, let's talk about Penn State football. And I said, let's talk about Tyler Elsdon. I'm so excited. How thrilling is that, looking at how he's been able to progress in his career? Now people are talking about him possibly being a starting linebacker at Penn State.
Yeah, not surprised. I mean, that's what kind of individual Tyler is. That's what kind of player he is. That's what kind of person he is. There's just so much that goes into it to be successful at that level. And Tyler's that guy. Tremendous worker, great guy in the locker room. Great guy in public, so he has a total package, and to play at that level, such a high level, that's what it takes. You got to be really focused on what you have to do, because everybody knows on that roster, everybody's good. So yeah, very proud of Tyler.
The latest Good Sports podcast and web series from the Schuylkill County Football Coaches Association Media Day will be available to watch and listen to this week at SSPTV.com and StandardSpeaker.com. Sports on SSPTV News is brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network.